Ever since I was a child, I grew up with frogs and toads in the backyard, and I think that's where my love and passion for their conservation started. In 2019, I came up with the idea to begin a conservation project to help the local frogs and toads, and I wanted to extend that into southwestern Pennsylvania and as far across the state as I could go. Consistently discouraged by those in academics, other conservation nonprofits, and even those around me, always with the same explanation. The frogs and toads around us are bland, boring, and who really cares about what's in our backyard? The funding really comes from the exotic frogs or other animals in Pennsylvania. There's no way anybody's going to care, or you're going to get on the news or in the newspaper talking about the local frogs and toads. 6 years into the project, and I've appeared in all 67 counties and also other states across the country. But what do we actually do for the Frog Week Conservation Project? Well, let's explain. The starting point for the Frog Week Conservation Project is being in the field and present where the frogs and toads are. How can we help them if we don't know where they are? So being in the field and monitoring if the populations are increasing or decreasing, and patrolling our 150-mile territory. The goal of Frog Week is to conserve overlooked species in our own backyards. That could be literally or hypothetically across the entire state. To me, all frogs and toads, regardless on their status, are important and they're vital to the ecosystem. And there's nothing more important to me than being out in the field and trying to help these animals any way that I can. Since 2019, we've made regional discoveries across Pennsylvania. One of them you're actually listening to. We were one of the first groups to discover and document the eastern gray tree frog in Cambria and Somerset counties. Alright, we have the second population now of eastern gray tree frogs in Cambria County. It took a lot of effort meeting some new people and these regional discoveries might seem uninteresting to many, but this project has promoted a sense of environmental stewardship and responsibility for private landowners who've helped to lead us to make these discoveries. For example, one family in Cambria County helped us to stumble across the northern map turtle. It's beyond a humbling experience to see the parents teaching their children environmental stewardship and getting them excited about the animals in their backyard, especially the reptiles and amphibians. And now these parents have a talking point. They could tell their kids they have something special to care for in their own backyards that maybe their friends and other neighbors don't have. Hurry up. If I had to pick one aspect of all of this project that I was the most passionate about and I felt the most responsibility and a sense of urgency, it would be the road rescues. To me, this is the most overlooked and underappreciated part of the whole project, but to me, this is where I feel the most rewarded. I have a chance to make a difference on any given night to help these salamanders and frogs to escape road mortality. It's like a shot of adrenaline running out of the car and sprinting down in the middle of the road to grab a frog or salamander and get back to the car before I get hit or the animal does. It's one of those, it's a feast or famine. If you miss your chance, the animal dies. But if you save it, you're a hero. Wood frog, guys. I have not seen one of you in months. Look how beautiful. Now guys, this is an adult female wood frog in the month of August. Well, she's not gonna let me do this. There she goes. There she goes.
Well, we're saving these wonderful little guys, trying to at least, from their this pole drying up.
One of the most rewarding but physically demanding aspects of the project is moving tadpoles from drying puddles in compliance with state regulations into permanent bodies of water, or creating backyard habitats to allow frogs and toads to lay their eggs in bodies of water where the members of the community are going to look after them and ensure that they get through to become baby frogs. And that is a predator that will eat other tadpoles and salamander larvae and stuff like that. It's also a target species for our nonprofit. That's why we rescued all of them. So they haven't really been eating each other because there's a lot of food in the water, a lot of things that were in that puddle with them. So everybody has enough food to eat. You can see the size of the wood frog tadpole. They actually have eyes. And if you look underneath, here, you can see all the little toad tadpoles. Oh, he jumped in. He's right there.
Where's she at?
That's a good question. Oh, right there. She's up on the log to the left. Another aspect of this conservation project that's rewarding has been helping exotic and wounded frogs and toads become ambassador animals like this three-legged American toad or the green tree frog you saw just a moment ago. And if the animals that are native are able to go back to the wild because they're healthy, we also get the chance to rewild them, which is truly an incredible part of the project. I never would have thought infrared would pick up frogs and toads quite like it does, but utilizing trail cameras, 4K night vision binoculars, and my weather time-lapse cam, you could see I've been able to capture amazing footage of frogs and toads at night. In some cases I wasn't even there, but now I have even more data at my disposal. And I can't forget about my drone. If I didn't have my drone, I couldn't tell certain parts of the story. The drone perspective sends a powerful message showcasing the deforestation, the timber harvesting, and habitat destruction that the frogs and toads in our own backyards face, and we wouldn't be able to have that powerful of a message without the drone. So this has become one of the most unique aspects of the conservation project. I can't wait to tell the story and take you guys on the ultimate adventure for the most anticipated installment of the Frog Week Conservation Project. But guys, this is only episode 1. If you want to see the whole project, be sure to watch as we go through the woods and forests of Pennsylvania for Frog Week 2024. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and share with your friends for more Frog Week content.